Well, that was absolutely pathetic performance. It's probably going to be a pretty quick video because I don't think there was anything good to look at that game. Montreal scores early in the game, and of course, it's Mason Toy for the first goal against us. Ex-Loon. He doesn't celebrate his goal against us out of respect, so that was, it was nice slightly that he was kind to us after scoring. But it was just absolutely pathetic, piss poor defending from the jump, the first 30 minutes or what. But we literally didn't look like we were ready to play at all. We get scored on, like I said, the 7th minute, and then really shortly after, another really, really piss poor group of play, give away the ball, they're on a counter, then they score another goal. And being down 2-1 after 13 minutes, or after 2-0, not even 2-1. So after 13 minutes is very, very bad. And the rest of the second half, we created some chances, but we desperately need change. It's the same old lackadaisical attack. We don't know where we want to go with the ball when we get in the final third. We don't know who to get the ball to. We don't know who wants to score. No one wants to score. No one wants to get on the end of the ball. We don't have goal scorers in our team. There isn't a player in our team that scores goals. And when you add Reynoso into this team, he will not score goals by himself. He will create opportunities, but we saw this again tonight. If we do not have players that will score goals, we will not score because we are abysmal in the final third. And we have been piss poor in the final third. Honestly, we have needed a striker ever since Heath left as traded Christian Ramirez. And, we do kick above our weight class with the money spent, but Adrian has to go. It is time. It is time. It is time. And I've been on the border of saying it here and there, but it is time. It is time for change. We need a new direction because we have good players, but our defense was absolutely bad tonight. We were just poor. I just think it's time. The idea of how we score goals just is not going to happen. Whatever we as a system think, we just don't. It's just it is frustrating to go to Montreal and get your ass kicked 4-0 like that. It was just really, really fucking bad. Excuse my language. Just really poor night. From the Loons, we and then Mason Toy. Well, we make a sub at halftime. Reynoso comes on at halftime for Mender, and Ray playing up top by himself. I thought was really, really dumb. We created some opportunities, but like I said, we create, but we don't have the finishing touch. And if we do create a half chance, it's just a half chance. We don't. Mender missed an absolute sitter today. Just got nutmegged by a pass from Bongi, and it's just, I don't know how you can go and scout some of these players and then they come and they're just this fucking bad, and then you just get to keep your job as a scouting department. And it's just we don't know who's it's the Pukki better be the savior because this is pathetic. We don't score goals, and now that last month or so, our defense has been pretty poor. Without Kamar Lawrence to kind of bail us out sometimes, it was DJ Valentine, and those two at left and right back just wasn't working tonight, and they just got killed, as well as the center backs got killed, Dotson and Trap in the midfield is just not for me. It's just really bad. I don't know why Ariaga isn't playing. It's just so many just poor decisions from Adrian and the coaching staff, and I think it's at. I wanted to change it almost this year, but it just seems like there's no pressure on the staff, the staff, the backroom staff, the front office. There's no pressure. There's no pressure. There's pressure on the players to perform, because if they don't, then they get shipped out. But how many strikers have we gone through? How many times are we? It's just time to point at the people recruiting the positions and coaching the players, because we need a new look at things, because it's just bad. We got our ass kicked tonight by Montreal, who, in my opinion, we should be going and getting a result in Montreal. I don't think they're a very good team, but they proved that they're better than us by far. They kicked our ass completely. We got outplayed off the pitch. The only bright spot I'd say is Devin Paddleford came on and looked all right. He looked pretty good in spots. Had a nice couple crosses that he was lucky not to get a deflection in for an own goal. And a UA came on, so it was just nice to see a couple young loons get on and get some minutes. But absolutely pathetic performance. Yeah, I'm just kind of sick of the lack of direction in the final third in the attack. They just act like they've never scored a goal or know where to pass or always make the wrong decisions, and it's asinine in my opinion. Something needs to change, but I doubt it will, because the job security at Minnesota United is crazy. I'm not always going to be saying to fire a coach, because I just don't think that's how things work, but it's been plenty of time to sail the ship Adrian has, and it just hasn't gone good in my opinion. I mean, I think we peaked. There's been good times, but I think we peaked. We've been to a cup final. We went to the semifinal, and we were up by a couple goals, and we ended up choking it to Seattle. And I think that's where we peaked. I don't think with this coaching staff we can get any farther. They get a lot of the players for the amount of money spent, and if the front office is just happy about making the playoffs every year, then they're just going to be happy with this coaching staff until they want to leave and Adrian. So until the fan base, I don't know, pressures some of the front office a bit, some of the just that we're not satisfied with mediocrity, that we want to win something someday, would be nice. But I just can't see that happening. And yeah, it may be just because we just got our ass kicked that I'm like this, but I really just think it's coming. It just is done. I think it's coming to an end. The tenure of Adrian. I think I don't think it can get any better. So I don't think why we should continue. We need to find something that'll make it better. So yeah, I'm just kind of rambling on. So I'm gonna stop getting the player ratings, because that'll be quick, and then I'll wrap it up because it was poor. Dane St. Clair a 0 out of 10. DJ Taylor a 2 out of 10. Tapias a 2 out of 10. Boxall 2 out of 10. Or actually the whole back line 1 out of 10. Bongi a 2 out of 10. Dotson a 2 out of 10. Will Trapp a 1 out of 10, or actually a 0 out of 10. Will was absolutely awful tonight. Joseph Rosales a 2 out of 10. Franco Francopane a 2 out of 10. And Garcia a 1 out of 10. Emmanuel Reynoso a 4 out of 10. Showed some life off the bench, and just, yeah. Devin Paddleford a 4 of 5 out of 10. Or actually, Ray a 6, Paddleford a 5, Emmanuel Iwe a 4. Very, very bad game from everyone. Ray was a bright spot just because, yeah, you know how good he is with the ball and everything. He just was. It was nice to see him, and I think He needs to start next game. He just really does. We can't continue to play without him. This team was not good. This team overperformed without Ray for the first part of the season, and now we're getting a little bit back to reality with him coming back a little bit. But it's really all I got. Very frustrating night for us. Awful, piss poor performance. Yeah, hopefully Pukki's incoming because we need goals. But I'm going to go and try to enjoy my Saturday night. So, as always, come on, you loons, guys. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in.